They arrived without warning, their ships gliding silently through the clouds, casting long shadows over the city as dusk settled in. The world paused, breath held, as the impossible became reality. There was no declaration of war, no sign of aggression, only a profound, almost reverent silence as the alien vessels hovered above our most iconic skylines. People gathered in the streets, gazing upward in awe and fear, wondering what fate awaited humanity. Instead of conquest, the visitors extended a gift, an artifact pulsing with energy, a symbol of hope and a promise of protection. Their message was clear. They had not come to dominate, but to offer something extraordinary. The world's leaders, scientists, and citizens alike were left speechless, struggling to comprehend the magnitude of this gesture. What could possibly motivate such an act of generosity from being so advanced? The Guardians, as they introduced themselves, revealed that they had been watching us for centuries, observing our triumphs and tragedies, our moments of unity, and our episodes of division. They saw in us both immense potential and heartbreaking fragility. Their surveillance was not one of malice, but of curiosity and concern, as if they were caretakers watching over a younger sibling. With technology far beyond our wildest dreams, they demonstrated their ability to shield our planet from cosmic dangers, asteroids, solar flares, and other threats that had haunted humanity's imagination for generations. For the first time, the idea of a truly safe Earth seemed within reach. The promise of protection was intoxicating, a dream that had eluded us for millennia. In a moment that would be etched into history, a grand assembly was called. Representatives from every nation gathered alongside the Guardians. The alien leader, radiating wisdom and calm, addressed the world. We will extend our shield over your world, ensuring your safety from the perils of the cosmos. The announcement was met with thunderous applause, a wave of relief and gratitude sweeping through the crowd. For a brief moment, humanity felt united, hopeful, and protected. But then, as the cheers faded, the Guardian leader raised a hand, signaling for silence. With a voice that resonated across languages and borders, the Guardian asked a single, piercing question. From whom, or what, do you require this protection? The words hung in the air, heavy and unsettling, as if they carried a secret humanity had long tried to ignore. The question forced humanity to look inward, to confront the uncomfortable truths buried in our own history. Images of wars, conflicts, and self-inflicted disasters flashed through the minds of those present. The realization dawned that the greatest threats we faced might not come from the stars, but from within ourselves. A profound silence settled over the assembly. The applause was forgotten, replaced by a haunting stillness as the weight of the question pressed down on every soul. No one dared to speak, for the answer was as terrifying as it was obvious. The Guardians had come to protect us, but the true nature of the threat was now painfully clear. Was it an external danger, or was it the darkness that lurked within our own hearts? The answer, reflected in our own troubled history and the mirror of our collective conscience, was a chilling reminder. Sometimes the greatest danger to humanity is humanity itself. The Guardians were puzzled by the Fermi paradox, a question that has haunted scientists and dreamers for generations. If the universe is so unimaginably vast, filled with billions of stars and even more planets, why does it seem so empty? Why, in all our searching, have we found no sign of other intelligent life? The night sky stretches endlessly, each point of light a potential sun with its own worlds. Yet, as we peer deeper into the cosmos, we are met with a profound and unsettling silence. The question echoes, if the universe is vast, where is everyone? Despite the staggering number of stars and the likelihood of countless Earth-like planets, the cosmos remains eerily quiet. No signals, no messages, no evidence of civilizations reaching out across the void. It is as if we are alone, adrift in a sea of darkness. Our most sensitive telescopes have scanned the heavens for decades, listening for even the faintest whisper from another world. But all we have heard is the endless hum of cosmic background noise, a silence so deep it feels almost deliberate, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. This great silence suggests that something, somewhere, is preventing civilizations from thriving, from communicating. Perhaps life itself is incredibly rare, a cosmic accident that almost never happens. Or maybe, even when life does emerge, the leap to intelligence is so improbable that it almost never occurs. The odds may be stacked against consciousness ever arising. There is another darker possibility, that civilizations do arise, but something destroys them before they can reach out to the stars. This is the idea of the Great Filter, a barrier that few, if any, can cross. The Guardians, having discovered the haunting ruins of dead civilizations scattered across the galaxy, came to believe that the universe is far more perilous than we ever imagined. Each ruin was a silent testament to a lost people, a warning written in the language of extinction. They assumed that the greatest threats would come from outside, from hostile alien empires, cosmic disasters, or unknown forces lurking in the dark. Their mission was to protect us from these dangers, to shield us from the fate that befell others. But in their vigilance, the Guardians never considered that the most profound danger might already be here within ourselves. Our own actions, fears, and ambitions could be the very thing that dooms us. The silence of the cosmos is not just an absence of voices, it is a warning echoing across the ages. It urges us to look inward, to question what it means to survive and thrive in a universe that may not forgive mistakes. Perhaps in the end, the greatest threat to life in the universe is not out there among the stars, but right here within us. The great silence is not just a mystery to solve, but a cautionary tale we must heed. The dark forest theory offers a haunting and unsettling answer to one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Why, in a universe so vast and ancient, have we found no evidence of other intelligent life? This theory, inspired by the chilling silence of the cosmos, suggests that the universe is not empty, but rather, it is teeming with life, life that is deliberately hiding. It's a chilling solution to the Fermi paradox, the question of why we haven't encountered extraterrestrial civilizations despite the high probability of their existence. The answer, according to the dark forest theory, is simple. Everyone is hiding, and for good reason. Imagine the universe is a vast, dark forest. Every civilization is a silent hunter, moving carefully among the trees, never daring to reveal its presence. The darkness is not empty, it is full of eyes, watching, waiting, and listening for the slightest sound. Each civilization, no matter how advanced or primitive, is driven by the same primal fear, the knowledge that any sign of life could attract the attention of a predator. In this forest, trust is a luxury no one can afford. To reveal oneself is to risk everything. A single careless signal, a moment of curiosity, could spell doom for an entire world. The logic is merciless. To survive, one must remain unseen, unheard, and unknown. In this cosmic forest, survival is not about strength or intelligence, but about caution and silence. The only way to ensure safety is to blend in with the shadows, to become invisible among the trees. The rules are brutal and unforgiving. If you detect another, you must assume they are a threat. The safest course is to eliminate them before they can eliminate you. It is a universe ruled by fear, suspicion, and preemptive violence. The Guardians, an ancient and powerful civilization, believed they existed in such a universe. They learned to move quietly, to watch without being seen, and to strike only when absolutely necessary. Their survival depended on a delicate balance of caution and strength. They became masters of concealment, always alert, always prepared for danger lurking in the darkness. And then, there was humanity. We, in our innocence, broadcast our presence into the void, like a child shouting in the dark, unaware of the dangers that might be listening. The Guardians saw us and recognized the peril we faced. They came not as conquerors, but as protectors, hoping to shield us from the ruthless hunters that stalked the cosmic forest. But as they watched, they realized something unsettling. The true threat might not come from the darkness beyond, but from within ourselves. We were the naive child, blissfully unaware of the rules that governed the forest. Our curiosity and boldness made us vulnerable, but also unpredictable. The Guardians' offer was a shield, a way to protect us from the universe's predatory nature. They hoped to teach us caution, to help us survive in a world where trust could be fatal. Yet, as they looked closer, they saw the seeds of something dangerous within us. A potential to become hunters ourselves, to turn from prey to predator in the endless silent forest of the cosmos. The Guardians' view of humanity shifted as they studied us. Our history was a chaotic chronicle of conflict, not peaceful ascent. War drove our technological and social development. The nuclear bomb exemplified our capacity for self-destruction. We were clever apes with nuclear weapons, reckless and violent. The Guardians saw a planet scarred by battlefields and division. They realized the most dangerous entity might be humanity itself. The Guardians noted our technological leaps were tied to conflict. Our creativity shone brightest in designing ways to kill. We weaponized every discovery, from the genome to AI. This pattern suggested violence was a core driver of progress. Our peace was maintained by mutually assured destruction. The Guardians saw this as madness, a fragile equilibrium. We were a hunter practicing on ourselves, ready to enter the cosmic forest. Our history of conflict hinted at a chilling future. We were not just a threat to ourselves, but to the universe. The Guardians were perplexed by our fascination with violence. Our entertainment and art were saturated with conflict. War was romanticized, not mourned, in our culture. We consumed conflict as recreation, teaching it to our children. This obsession was unique, a central pillar of our identity. The Guardians saw a species for whom conflict was a state of being. Our minds craved the drama and stakes of war. Our violent history and weaponized technology were symptoms of a deeper truth. We were inherently aggressive, a danger to ourselves and others. The Guardians realized our cultural obsession pointed to a terrifying conclusion. We were a species wired for conflict, a potential cosmic threat. The Guardians' fear shifted from protecting us to protecting the universe from us. We were adapted to thrive in the dark forest, a potential hunter. The question, who do you need protection from, had an unspoken answer. Our military strategies and capacity for genocide were alarming. The Guardians sensed a unique terror in human conflict. It was not a weapon, but an idea that set us apart. Our approach to war was comprehensive and all-consuming. The Guardians feared our potential to become the ultimate threat. The concept that terrified the Guardians was total war. Humanity had abandoned logic, weaponizing entire societies. In total war, everyone becomes a combatant, every resource weaponized. This idea was alien to the Guardians, who fought with precision. Our willingness to sacrifice everything for victory was incomprehensible. We would accept millions of deaths, firebomb cities, unleash atomic plagues, if the Guardians saw a species that would fight to erase the enemy. In the dark forest, a species capable of total war was the ultimate predator. Our capacity for fanaticism and commitment was limitless. The Guardians realized we were a threat to the universe. The Guardians stayed, not to protect us, but to quarantine us. We were the anomaly, the monster in the dark. The universe was silent, hiding from a species like us. We saw ourselves as heroes, but the universe saw a threat. Our history suggested we would apply ruthless logic to alien species. We were the great filter, the reason for cosmic silencing. Our arrival would be like an invasive predator in a delicate ecosystem. The Guardians' fear should prompt self-reflection. Before reaching for the stars, we must confront our darkness. We must decide if we are explorers or monsters.